Now, as you all know, I am a big car fan, and in this video I'm going to explain to you exactly why this BMW X4 M40i is the best and the worst car I've ever owned. Yeah. We do have Laura and the dog on today as well. She's currently on the phone for the house move. Quite stressful, but guys, if you did watch our video a couple of weeks ago on all the cars we've ever owned, the best, the worst, the shockers, and a couple of good ones in there. This, for me, as I've said, is the best car I've ever owned for a number of different reasons, but also, look at that lad there, but also for a couple of reasons the worst one. So in today's video, we're going to delve into that, and we'll start with the exterior. So the best place to start with this is probably the rear end. It divides opinion. I'm well aware it divides opinion. You can get the X3 with the bigger, more kind of SUV looking shape, but that's exactly why I wanted the X4. That's exactly why I wanted that derriere. I can say that because Laura's in the car. So in total fairness, like I said, I quite enjoy this shape. I quite like this shape. I prefer this shape. And the boot, or the trunk if you're watching in America, is it's actually not too bad. As I said, we are moving house, so it's kind of full of rubbish at the minute, but you don't lose too much volume. What do you think to the boot, Laura?
Big enough for your body.
Oh, wonderful. Right, okay. One thing I do love is some of the electrics on here, like first time I ever had a self-closing boot. Really, really nice. You'll see the M40i badge on the back there, which kind of leads us to the front of the car. So if we flip up the old bonnet, the real talking point isn't him, he's watching us very eagle-eyed. It is this BMW M Performance 3-litre twin-turbo engine, which kicks out 350-ish brake horsepower and 0 to 60 in about 5.9 seconds, which is good. Now, I'm not a huge car engine person. I'm a huge car fan, love cars. I mean, the engine looks decent, doesn't it? It's got a nice case on it, and there's loads of other impressive things, I assume, in there. I'm not going to lie, one of the best things about the bonnet is the struts in there that can just kind of, like, yeah, you don't have to put a, you know, you fill the washer fluid up and stuff, yeah. So a couple of things that denote this is the M40i as opposed to the kind of 3-litre diesel version or the 2-litre diesel version or just a standard version is, first of all, you get this kind of brushed satin grille, the old kidney grills on the BMW, which I think look amazing. You get matching colour scheme there, and you also get the matching wing mirrors, which I think look fantastic. He thinks that as well, or they did look fantastic until we're going to talk about the width of the car in a moment. Now, another area of the car that you do get on the M40i version as opposed to the standard X4 are these 19-inch wheels. I think they look fantastic. They do look better when they're clean. I do apologise for the car being a bit of a state, but all the car washes are closed. It was really cold this morning, so there was no way wasn't going to happen. So we mentioned earlier about the dimensions of the car and the wing mirrors. Luckily, the wing mirrors, when you lock the car, do go in. I think that scared him a little bit. And that actually brings the car down to a width of 76.2 inches. And when they're out, it's a width of more than that. And my garage is more than that as well. So there's the story behind that. Now, one of the things which really drew me to this model was the facelift version of the 2017 model, I think it was. The new lights, I think, look absolutely fantastic on the back. And also little sporty extras like these kind of side grills as well. I think the only thing left to do is take you for a drive. We'll get out of here. I just thought I'd do the intro at...
It was a nice backdrop.
Oh, hope they don't run over my camera.
Oh yeah.
They're going to wait there, and I've left the camera there so I'll get a lovely shot going past.
Excuse me.
Right, way out that way. So, initial driving impressions of the X4 M40i. I absolutely love it. We're going to put it in normal mode for now because it is a little bit
Loud.
Sport mode scares you, doesn't it?
Like, yeah.
So I've just been telling the guys outside while we had the hood up, or the bonnet up as we like to say.
The hood.
350-ish brake horsepower.
Yeah.
And that's almost enough for a car this size to still make it pull, to obviously get up to your speed limit and not go above the speed limit. apart from that speed awareness course I had to do. But
I've been on 2 results.
yeah, so but I love it. I love how it drives. I love that it's 4x4. The X Drive gets a lot of stick actually, but I quite like it. I think it does what it says. We took it out in the snow the other day and it was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I probably don't think it's as good as maybe the Audi equivalent. I don't know. Yeah, because their heritage is in kind of rallying and stuff. So, what do you think, mate? He's done it time of his life out the window, isn't he? Even there, that road was quite icy there, and we just glided over it. Whereas I had a 3 Series before, a 320D, which was rear-wheel drive, and even there, the back end were gone. It was terrible, like fish-tailed everywhere.
You had to leave it, didn't you? Do you remember?
Before we do get into more of the kind of dynamics of it, what are your favourite things about it? Because you weren't too sure when I picked it, were you?
No, I mean, I suppose the whole buying experience is a bit of a story. So we went to numerous garages, didn't we, before? We've always been really looked after at BMW. You know, we've had I nearly got whiplash.
It does make you smile. It does make you smile. You get up to the speed limit really quickly, which is fantastic.
And then, do you remember when we built the car that you wanted in the shop?
Yeah.
In the showroom, and he was like, well, we haven't got, you know, all of it here, but we've got this one.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying, like, I was looking at it, thinking, like, oh, I'll never be able to get that.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Actually, finances-wise, it worked out very similar to the kind of base model.
Yeah.
On to the costs of it, the running costs are quite high. Like, you know, I'm probably at the petrol station twice a week. I'm looking down now, I'm in double-figure miles for petrol, and that's generally seems to always be the case, which is quite annoying. And it's not so much the money, because I knew it was going to cost money to run. I just realised I've got the radio on the whole time. I apologise for that. We're not filming it all again. TalkSport won't claim as anything, I don't think. It's more the stopping twice a week, especially at the minute, putting the mask on. It is quite annoying. It's a small tank. The tank gets about 350-ish miles depending how you drive, so about 300 miles. It costs about 70 quid to fill up, £70, so it is quite expensive to run. I do wish I'd have got the competition version, the X4 M competition, which is the same car but 500 brake horsepower instead of like 350. That does 0 to 60 in 4.1 as opposed to 4.9.
Because we need that.
No, but like for what this costs to run, like the tax is 500 quid a year, 400 something quid a year. The insurance isn't too bad. I'm 29. I've got up 12 years no claims. I don't think it would have cost that much more. I think the initial outlay would have been more, but I suppose I'm hoping to maybe do a little bit with cars this year as well, so maybe this can be more of a run around potentially. But my sister's got the X3, so I've got a twin sister. We did have matching Ford KAs as well when we were younger. She's got the X3, which is the normal 2-litre version. Same inside, lovely inside, M Sport, but it's not quite the same. Like, you get in it, you don't get that vroom when you start the engine. It doesn't put a smile on your face when you start the engine. And for me, that's what
her neighbours probably like her a bit more though.
Yeah, they probably do. You could in there, with a dream there. And you know what? A lot like I was never bothered before of having a fast car. This isn't necessarily a fast car; it's a quick car, but it is nice just to have that little bit. You know, if say you want to nip
on the
past,
roundabout,
like you want to pull out, or safely, obviously, but. Definitely, the gearbox isn't amazing. It's an automatic gearbox, but you can kind of shove it to the side. So now we're in manual and we've got these flappy paddles. That kind of makes it quite like it's not built for that. It's very, very jerky. I'll try and drive down here on a 30 road. We're at the traffic lights. We're going now, and it kind of picks up. And I don't know. I don't know if that's I'm not experienced enough with flappy paddles. I'm going to try and.
Is that the technical term?
Flappy paddles.
Flappy paddles.
I don't even know what the technical term is. I've explained to them that although I'm a car fan, I'm not necessarily a whatever that like. I don't know everything about them. I think that maybe you might enjoy that kind of when it comes to it as well. So we're going to put it back in. It's so easy to drive an automatic. It's
yeah, I think I want an automatic.
He's coming a bit fast actually. We'll wait here. Inside. The uplift or the kind of facelift of the BMW brand has done extremely well. It's still a little bit dated. There's still some buttons where you think.
No, I think the
infotainment system
is dated.
What this? The big screen?
No, but the BMW, it's set the style itself.
Yeah.
You know.
You're getting an Audi or a Mercedes, and you know. So right, we're just going up to a 60 now. I'm going to pop it in sport mode. I'm just gonna, so you can hear that straight away up to 60. Proper, we've lost about 3 miles there as well. It's still like winding down. Manual, it is quite. You know what? I do. We'll put it back in, scaring you. I'll put it back. I love that aspect of it, especially on this kind of big open road. It's a real good car, to be honest. Like I said, it's probably the best I've had. But I don't know if I'm kind of stuck in the middle ground of it not being really, really quick and it not being slow. It's just like.
I think it's the comfiest we've ever had.
Yeah.
I think aesthetically it looks like the best car we've ever. I mean, we've had red seats.
I've red seats.
Do you know what I mean? It looks classy and elegant, and
it still handles okay for such a big car. Like it doesn't. You're not going to throw it into a corner like you maybe would do a hot hatch, but it does handle pretty well.
Yeah.
And like I was talking about inside before I got distracted by that national speed limit sign. It's actually like this was a demonstrator model.
Yeah.
So we've got head-up display. We've got to be honest, this is probably the best bit. So we've got the panoramic sunroof, which is ruining your audio now. So we'll shut that. That's nice to have in summer. I like that it's the glass one. And if you don't like it, you can close that. That's an extra which it would have been like thousands of pounds to have. You would never, I would never pay that and spec it for it.
No.
But I love that it's on, like because it was just in the car when we got it. Same with head-up display. I've had head-up display before, and when I get in your car which hasn't got it, I'm almost looking for how fast I'm going. So that once you've had it, you never really want to go back. Inside, I think we'll stop and have a look inside actually, because I've not really shown you round. We'll do that. So let's take a look inside. So inside the car is almost what really sold it for me. Laura and the dog are now gone, and I just love, we'll turn that off, I love all the finishes in here. I do think BMW struggled massively at times with updating the infotainment system, with updating the interior, with even down to kind of sport seats we've got. They're not quite the M competition seats, but they are very, very comfortable and very, very sporty. We've got, as we said, the automatic gearbox here and the sport, comfort and economy pro mode buttons there. Excuse the muck inside here. Economy pro makes absolutely no difference whatsoever, even on long journeys. BMW claim this car gets 31 miles to the gallon, and what have we got? Let's see how it does. So actually, this is something which has got really, really, really good now. This whole screen, we can look at my vehicle, and you can see there, I've actually not been driving quick at all, and 25.9 we've got. So, I mean, not ideal, not great. One thing which I love about this system here is you can go split screen. So say if I want to go on media, put the radio back on, I can slide in here and get a split screen on there, and then I can put something else on this split screen, so I can then put maybe the sat nav on that screen. That's really, really handy. I didn't actually think I would be that bothered about that, but it's helped out massively. TalkSport just won't go away, will it? It helps out massively. And then also this thing. Now I'm going to do a video actually on things that maybe I don't like about the car, and that, although it seems like such a good idea, it should be over there for me, because I'm right-handed. So if I want to type some, I should probably explain what this is. This is like a touch pad. So if I want to maybe put something into the sat nav here, quick search, so I can type in a J there. J, perfect. And then an A. M. E. So that's good. That's me using my right hand. I'm currently sat in the passenger seat, not the driver's seat. You try doing this with your left hand. 3. That was supposed to be a J. And that's the kind of, you know, when you really want to put in a postcode really quickly and just find it and start your journey off, and you start going U. Yeah, and B. It infuriates me. One thing which is also an upgrade, which I had no idea it had until, well, I looked it up for this video, is the Harman Kardon speakers. They project noise and they're very good, supposedly. So there's that. Also, we've got this kind of, it's like a brushed metal-y type finish, and I don't think it is brushed metal, but it does get quite cold, so that's all over the car. I love that. I hate shiny stuff in here, because it goes like that, it goes all manky and horrible, so I'm not a huge fan of those, and a lot of the time I just keep that closed so you can't see. We've got a big video coming with lottery tickets as well, so if you want to watch that, that's quite a good fun laugh. And apart from that, I had a little bit of problem with the parking brake. That's now sorted. So we do have the M40i door sills, which look quite good when they're clean. Apologise for that. Another couple of things you get in the M40i, you get the blue M-Spoke brake calipers, which look pretty good, and you also get these exhaust tips, which are quite warm actually because we've just driven here. They look awesome. They're in black. They're a lot better than the kind of pea shooter exhaust tips which you get on the standard X3 and X4. And I think that is pretty much everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed that. This is one of the videos which I've been so excited to make. I really love watching car videos and doing car videos, so I really love making them. There's people who just walk past me there and they wonder what I'm doing. It's a camera. It's not. It's just a camera. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Laura and the dog do enjoy this car actually. She's not a huge fan of driving it. Should I do a video with her driving it and her give her reaction? That would be quite funny, especially in sport mode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've enjoyed the effort we've gone to for GoPro shots and stuff like that. And we'll see you the day after tomorrow, I think. Bye.